Hello friends, and welcome to the weekly moon update. In these videos, we talk about the moon energy for the current week, as well as a little bit of astrology. In this video's case, we are talking about the week of June 22nd through the 28th, and we actually don't really have much going on this week. We have one astrological shift at the end of the week, because technically we had our first quarter moon last week, or on Sunday if you're watching this live. And so we could say that we've got a first quarter moon happening on Monday, but really this whole week is a waxing gibbous moon leading up to our big Capricorn full moon next week. And we've got lots of energy happening next week. So this whole week just feels like leading up to it, like this big crescendo. If you are not watching this live when it premieres on Sunday, every Sunday at 8:30 p.m., there are always timestamps in the description box below so that you can jump around to whatever time of the week that you might be watching this. So without further ado, let's jump into the moon energy for the week of June 22nd through the 28th. So for the sake of this video, we will just say that we're having our first quarter moon on Monday. So that means the rest of the week is a waxing gibbous moon leading up to an almost full moon on Sunday because we're having our full moon on Monday the 29th. The moon moved into Libra Sunday evening. So we are starting off fresh without a void, of course, without a weird mixed up moon day. We've got Libra energy on Monday, Libra energy on Tuesday for it feels like the full 2.5 days because like I said, we moved in it actually late afternoon. I think it was like 4:55 or something like that. And so we've got Libra energy to start off the week. And I don't think that we've had Libra energy on a Monday in a while. It feels nice and light and refreshing. Libra comes in after Virgo, is very focused and isolated on things, and Libra helps us balance two things. Hey, what's everything? It helps us take a step back, get a bigger picture, and say, like, what else needs to be done? Virgo prioritized everything and was focusing on like the main things, and Libra's like, what else do we need to look at? What else needs to be taken care of? A Libra day for me is always a day where I'm just like tying up the loose ends, whatever I've neglected. And a lot of times I honestly spend a lot of Libra days resting, relaxing, taking a day off, trying to do nothing. Because most of the time, what I often neglect is self-care, taking a day off, resting, relaxing. So a lot of times I do spend a Libra day practicing self-care. But really, this can be anything. Maybe you've been avoiding doing your bookkeeping or avoiding paying some bills, like anything that you like really just need to take care of but have been avoiding. A Libra day is a really great way to do that because that way your scales are balancing. You don't have this one thing hanging over your head that you're like, oh, I've been procrastinating about this, I need to take care of it. Libra helps us to take care of it. So Libra energy all day Monday, all day Tuesday, and then a really quick transition into Scorpio on Wednesday. So, my friends, my big brilliant theory about the void of course times being, why are they longer? Why are they shorter? My theory was that the closer to the sun season we are, the shorter the void of course time. But this is a 3-hour transition and Scorpio season's kind of far away. So my theory has been disproven. It was proven in the previous weeks when we were having quick Taurus transitions and quick Gemini transitions because we're right around Taurus Gemini season, but alas, the void of course time is now back in the mystery pile. So middle of the week is Scorpio energy, Scorpio water energy. So what I've come to know, I know you're probably sick of me hearing, I don't like Scorpio days, I don't do well on Scorpio days, blah, blah, blah. I complain about it all the time. So what I've come to realize, because I had a really lovely Scorpio full moon recently within the last month, and what I've come to terms with struggling on Scorpio days is when you are avoiding some part of your transformation or you're avoiding some part of your shadow. I think the reason that I had a pleasant Scorpio full moon is because I have recently made some breakthroughs with shadow work and things have come to light that like needed to come to light. And so hopefully now I'm going to be experiencing better Scorpio moon days, but you know, we're always growing, we're always transforming, and I'm sure I'm going to resist some of it again soon. So middle of the week is Scorpio water energy. I love Scorpio days for doing tarot readings and divination and, you know, just getting down into the crevices and finding out. I love solving mysteries and I love helping other people transform, but when I have to do it, it's not that fun. And I know it's not fun for anybody either. So hopefully we're going to start embracing Scorpio moon days. We've got all day Wednesday, all day Thursday, transitioning into Sagittarius Friday afternoon. So a nice end of the week, end of the work week, Sagittarius kind of fun energy, getting excited for the weekend. What adventures are you going to go on? Are you going to go hiking somewhere? Are you going to craft? Like, what are you excited about and what are you looking forward to? Because I think that like we need to tap in, hold on to with a tight grip this positive Jupiter energy that we have been experiencing this month. So Sagittarius can help us do that. Sagittarius helps us find that spark in the end of fall, beginning of winter. It helps us to like still feel excited about things, to even though winter is slow, fall is death and dying, even though Scorpio may have bummed us out, Sagittarius helps us find that light and find that spark again. So heading into maybe like you can kick off early on Friday and have a nice adventurous weekend. Sunday we have a super long void of course time before we move into the Capricorn energy. So Capricorn 3:19 a.m. Monday morning, but all day Sunday is void of course. All day Sunday is void of course, all day long. The other thing happening on Sunday is Mars moving into Gemini, so it's joining the Gemini party. I would not be surprised if we have a a Mars Uranus conjunction coming up. Okay, so yes, we are having a Mars Uranus conjunction. I'm glad I saw that Mars is moving into Gemini because as all of the planets are slowly moving into Gemini, they're eventually going to have a conjunction with Uranus because Uranus just moved into Gemini, so it's like right at the door. It's like the doorman at the party that like, no, not in a bouncer situation, like in a like, I don't know, in like a mischievous kind of way. I feel like Uranus is standing at the threshold of Gemini, like playing pranks on people or something. That's a Mercury thing to do though. I don't know. Uranus is hanging out at the threshold of Gemini. And so, ooh, Mars and Uranus together, that's going to be quite the fireworks show. Holy moly. So our card for this week is coming from the Moonology Messages Oracle. And we've got the moon's moment and synchronicity. Something is flowing in the right direction for you when this card comes up. Thank goodness. Everything is either already falling into place or will do very soon. Even if you fervently believe that you create your own reality, as I do, there are times when events have an almost destined feel. And this is one of those times. You could perhaps attribute to life unfolding and revealing the lessons our souls need to learn in this lifetime. There is synchronicity at work. You're exactly where you're meant to be, learning the lessons you need to learn. Everything is lining up as it needs to, so trust the process as much as you can and stay optimistic for your desired outcome. Whatever the situation you're asking about, know that it's not a random development in your life, but a step along the path and meant to teach you. The sooner you pay attention to the lessons, the sooner you'll be able to navigate your way to where you want to go. Additional meanings for this card is divine timing is unfolding. Events now have a purpose. You're in the right place at the right time. Everything happens for a reason, or there is a reason why everything happens. About this moon symbol, the moon knows exactly where she should be at any one time. So do you. Interesting. So I feel like this is kind of having a message for me, like just trust that there was a reason that I was supposed to film that other video already. We'll see what that might be. But there also seems to be, like, because I already know like what's happening next week and all of that, like we have this big Capricorn full moon happening at the same time as Mercury retrograde. We really need to start setting boundaries about if your needs aren't being met, if somebody's pushing your boundaries, if you're in a situation where you don't feel like your highest good is being represented, we're going to need to speak up about it. And I think, so next week we have our Mercury retrograde starting on the same day as the Capricorn full moon, and we're going to need to be able to communicate our needs to our, like, how are you speaking to yourself about your, like, your self-care needs, like your basic human needs that you need? Are you denying yourself these things? And with others, like, are you expressing when something makes you uncomfortable? Are you expressing when you're too tired to do something? Are you agreeing to things that you don't really want to do or have time for because you feel like you have to? Like, are you putting your needs first, and are you expressing to others when they're not? Next week feels like a really big, explosive week, even more so now that I know that Mars is going to conjunct Uranus at the end of that week also. I don't know, use this week to get ready. Trust that everything is working out as it's supposed to, because it felt like there was this, it always feels like there's this big crescendo up to the full moon, but this feels like just the dominoes are falling where they're supposed to, is kind of how it feels. All right, so our chakra card is our Earth Star chakra, located a foot below our feet. And I don't know, this makes me think we need to like anchor in deep into the earth and enjoy this ride that we're on. Cosmic exchange. Feel the totality of the cosmos within you, above you, around you, and beneath you. There is a fountain of light that circulates through the soles of your feet up to the crown of your head and back again, healing you, grounding you, connecting you to all that is. You are worthy of this divine flow of healing light, and you are a channel of it as well. You are always in the embrace of the all. Rest in that knowing. The herb they recommend is frankincense resin, and the crystal is brookite, which I've never worked with before. I don't even think I've ever seen it. So our crystal, and this made me excited when I pulled this card because Team Weird Takeover is happening this weekend, and I'm teaching a crystal class, and Black Obsidian is one of the crystals that I'm talking about. So I love that it came up as the crystal for this week. So Black Obsidian is cleansing and healing, creating a clear channel and space for you to move and flow without obstruction. This gem forms a shield of protective energy that absorbs negativity and blocks any psychic attempts. Black Obsidian activates the lower chakras, particularly the root chakra, making it a grounding stone and an excellent ally in letting go. The affirmation is, I am protected and safe from harmful energies. I flow without obstruction. So I love Black Obsidian. It's just such a versatile stone. We think of black stones as grounding and protection, but Black Obsidian just does so much more than that. And it's one of the stones that I feel like kind of breaks the rule, the chakra color rule of that, like all black and red stones are for the root chakra. I really do think that Black Obsidian has a connection to the third eye as well. And so it's just one of those crystals that kind of expands your knowledge and wisdom of crystal healing. when you work with it. So it feels like there's a lot leading up to next week and the full moon and Mars and Uranus conjunction. But I think we're being encouraged this week to really look out for the signs and symbols that we might be getting, the messages that we might be receiving from spirit, to just let us know that, like, yes, you're on the right track, you're moving forward in the right direction, you're where you're supposed to be, trust and surrender and blah 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 and all of that stuff. So I don't know, that does kind of make me think that like something big is going to be happening, and we're just supposed to trust that it's meant to be and that we are where we're supposed to be. So I hope that you feel like you are where you're supposed to be. I want to thank you for taking time out of your Sunday evening to be here. Thank you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side of the looking glass again sometime soon. And we just had, we